Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. This is going to be a real quick review for Exitus Elite. It's actually almost December, y'all, of 2021. So I'm going to be talking about Exitus Elite 2022 and moving forward with what's going on in the system and what I think you can really do with it. This is a picture of me and my girlfriend right here. This is one of my thumbnails from Exitus Elite itself. I have over 300 videos for Exitus Elite. I've got 1,300 plus videos on my channel. And even though sometimes I may not call it a training video per se, barely ever do I not do a video where I'm talking about something and training doesn't come out. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, y'all, I would highly suggest it for just the training, videos I have, or just listening to maybe how I do videos and things of that nature. Because understand, this is how I get out to people. This is actually how I make my money. This is it. This is all I do for a living. So if you want to know how one of the top producers makes his income, well, just sit back and watch, because that's actually what I'm doing right here. So I'm going to cover Exitus Elite for you real quick. A little bit of training. Like I told you, I do this a lot. People join people. This is a $1,000 business in Exitus Elite. You do have the 100, 250 to 500 to 1,000 G2000, but everybody, almost anybody and everybody comes to this business. It's going to be at the G1000, G2000. It's life-changing income. The quality of the pages, Paul Stevenson, an absolutely incredible owner. His son Jacob does an incredible job of support. It's that perfect storm that can make you a lot of money. And the last thing you want to do is with a company that has a 90% ratio of coming in at the G1000, you sitting at the G100, letting you making 100 and the other 900 just constantly, or 1900, overriding you, going to someone else because you did not qualify or didn't go ahead and purchase that in the process. So I would highly suggest taking this business extremely seriously. This is the right vehicle that can change your life. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you this: $1,000 is enough to motivate you to do something. Secondly, $1,000 is cheap enough that somebody wants to do the business of do it. Yet every time you get an email saying you just made $1,000, it's a good day, man. For a lot of y'all, it's gonna be life-changing income. That's what makes it the right kind of vehicle, y'all. So Exitus Elite 2021, this is me and my girlfriend out and about. Always have someone to connect with. It's usually me and my little boy, me and my girlfriend, or maybe it's just me out at we got a yacht or something like that. Maybe I'm there to spend the weekend or something like that, do some work on a boat or whatever. And that's, so I always try to put something that's going to let these people connect with me. That is very important. Branding yourself every step of the way. Nothing you can ever do in online business is more important than branding you. Giving these people someone to connect with, someone that believes in their business, who's applying action, and is accessible. That's what you want. You don't need to be a guru. You need to be someone that believes in their business and show people that. So what is Exitus Elite? Exitus Elite is a complete training system and support. It is a very powerful one-up system. Most quality system I've ever seen for any one-up. If I had to pick just one business to run with to make six-figure income, it would be Exitus Elite. Y'all, I've been number one, number two in the world, and basically every offer I've ever done. I can tell you that. And with that being said, I left a lot of companies because the owners made bad decisions. Maybe it was a pride issue, maybe whatever it may be, whatever it was, they ran it into the ground and wouldn't fix it. I think sometimes some owners do it just so they can get rid of the business. That's amazing what I've seen some people do. But I was tired of seeing me and maybe my downline getting hurt. So I wouldn't jump in the business just because it came out. Even if I saw people making a lot of money and stuff like that, I taught myself that I'm going to join businesses that I ain't got to worry about my downline getting hurt the best I can. Now, anything could always happen. Asteroid could, fall on the owner of Exitus Elite and then it's over, or something stupid like that. But most chances are it's not. The company itself is working on its, it's going on its 8th year. I've been with them since August the 1st of 2016. So I'm working on my 6th year with the company, and I couldn't be any happier. So back in 2018, when I got tired of seeing people, the owners making bad decisions, I really decided, I asked myself, what's the one company I made the most money in? $9,000 days, 31,013 days in this company, 40,000 plus months in this business, where we get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid. We always make 100% commissions. It's kind of became a no-brainer. Exitus Elite was going to be the system that I was going to go with. And he updates it on a regular basis. This year actually got updated again just a few months ago. Added a new G2000. All the new pages have been redone. A couple of the new capture pages, things of that nature. Everything is just quality. So I am picking this as the one system to run with to make six-figure income. So that statement's very, very true. Now, I want to show you some proofs of income. These are all my own. And I did this from different timestamps. So in other words, this one right here was last year. This is 17,000. I know you can barely see it. This is 3,000 in one day, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. We didn't have the G2000 yet. So I know all these were $1,000 commissions. I have a 20-to-1 ratio of people coming at the G1000 or higher now compared to the lower level. So I know this is reality. So that was me making 17,000 in 30 days. Wrong businesses done right are still wrong. This is me leaving the #1 in the world, getting 300 and 350 members a month into a business that was making $33, and not everybody that signed up even made money. So you had to get a percentage, a ratio per se of people, and work on that ratio to try to get it better. I was making maybe 4,000 to 5,000 a month, just enough to pay the bills, but I was working my tail off. And once I left that, y'all, and started looking, I was #1 in the world when I left that business. Ain't it crazy? When I left there, that's when the real money started happening, y'all. This 60,000, 50,000 sitting in the bank in a month and stuff like that all took place here. This was this year. When I started using this, I went back and just looked at like the last week or so, and I put down I made 3,000 in 3 days. It was actually wound up being 4,000 in 4 days is what this is. This is me back in 2016, $40,000 plus months in the business. I put your first member in for you at the G1000 and the new G2000. I've been doing that longer than anybody else in the company. Plus my huge 3-generation bonus training, y'all. We'll take 2 seconds and show you what that looks like. So generation 1 is going to be Miss Adriana. Maybe you're really interested in doing Instagram or maybe Craigslist or something like that. So she kind of specializes in certain things that I think is really good. I'm more of a Facebook and a YouTube kind of guy. So my training would be a little bit different. And then generation 2, I got Kelly and Jonathan. I've known them from day one. I saw them when they came in, really excited. They're in with the business underneath me. As a matter of fact, Exitus Elite for one of my downline as well. And I've actually been underneath them in a couple of one business I can think of. But over the years, we've always kind of done the same type of businesses, and we love one-up systems. So this training is universal for any one-up system per se, but this is my training showing 3 different owners or 3 different people that are free from jobs and our perspective of how to get out to people and succeeding in businesses are different. So I thought it'd be really good for me to have all 3 of them. And this is me down here showing my part of training in generation 3 down here. Shawn Powell's mega swipe file. Here's some gifts right here with share codes for Power Lead systems if you're in that system. If not, you can use my pages. Whatever images, whatever, if it helps you out, that's priceless. Another share code I have for Power Lead systems, which is how I make capture page, sales pages, training pages. This is my payment page right here. We get to pick how we want to get paid. So I give people options of PayPal. Debit or credit, they come over here, they click this, they pick whichever one they want, they just go to debit or credit, pay with debit or credit card. Cash App sitting here right now. Google Pay is what you're seeing, Western Union. So these are the choices I give my downline as well. So if somebody want to come in and use my actual sales page or my payment page, if they're in Power Lead systems, of course, they can get that share code and duplicate it. Copy everything that needs to be done over. Make sure it goes to you. Obviously, have your emails, information, stuff like that by editing, but it'd be good to go. So that's how I use my Power Lead systems to brand me and make me stand out from everybody else. But that's my 3-generation bonus training. That's fully unlocked. You can run this business without any other marketing system at all. Even though I just showed you, I do use a marketing system. I do get both leads on a regular basis. Let me show you here real quick. So this was at 5 a.m. this morning. This was 11:30. This is at 10:44. Priceless possibility means that these are my my Power Lead Systems leads coming through. I send out follow-up emails. You see some more priceless possibilities. But if you look right here, y'all, I've got a congratulations, you have a lead for your Exitus Elite business. Well, that's actually Exitus Elite as well. So what I do is, down in my description, I give both. And the reason I like to do that is because if somebody has already seen that and they wanted to look at the really nice capture pages, they wanted to go through and watch the video sales link. That's the 4-minute, 34-second video explaining the business. And then even go even farther, y'all. Start looking at the products itself, Genesis products, I mean, it's some really good pages that's in here, beautiful pages, and they're rabbit holes that let you go to different things and see everything, y'all. So, in my opinion, when it's all said and done, by giving them both, I give the people the chance to see exactly the tools, the pages that they're going to be using, and the quality of what we have before they actually sign up. So that's what that is as well. So I enjoy using both to give people options. It set the way for many other one-up systems that you have seen and heard of, copied our system. Some of them did it more than they should have. They literally copied the entire page and just changed the name. But I guess it's a compliment anytime you get to do something like that. I've actually seen other companies that their longevity is still here. Why is Exitus Elite different? Why is it still here? Because the company doesn't pay us. We get to pick how we want to get paid. We get paid immediately. We always make 100% commissions, and the company doesn't pay us. So it takes all the stress off of Paul Stevenson and Exitus Elite. Because if they needed to be, checked out to see, hey, are they paying their taxes or whatever? Well, as long as he's paying his taxes, he's fine. But the company is not sending us money. I've made a lot of money with Exitus Elite, and guess what? Not once did Paul Stevenson send me a dime or a penny. I've never made any money. We make 100% commission. So how does Exitus Elite make their money? Is by paying an admin fee, which takes care of the weekly webinars. It takes care of the Facebook. His support with Sun, it does an absolutely incredible job. Directly with Paul Stevenson, he'll pick the phone up and call you. He's old school. He'd rather talk to you on the phone than to try to talk to you in a Facebook, Messenger or something like that. So you got access directly to Paul Stevenson just about anytime you want. It's not surprising at all to see a brand new person jump in, go to the Facebook group and said, y'all ain't gonna believe this. I just got done talking to Paul Stevenson for an hour on the phone. And they're blown away that the owner's taking the time to do that. But see, that's what Paul does. He does things I've never seen another company do or another owner. I've also seen Paul shoot himself in the foot, make less money himself because he was hoping that what he was doing was going to help new members even more. No owner I have ever seen do anything like that. I mean, that's. And here's the weird thing, y'all. I don't even think the man knows how much I talk about him and how good it is. I got over 300 videos for Exitus Elite since I've been in since 2016, and I'm not even close to slowing down. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a absolutely incredible business. All right. So I have never seen a one-up or double one-up go out of business. So that's one of the beautiful things about Exitus Elite, 7 years, and we're adding new content, the G2000, new pages, new emails, things of that nature, y'all, on a regular basis. Pretty awesome. I can put anyone into this business without having to worry about them getting hurt or the owner making terrible decisions. That's a fact. I told y'all that's the reason I came here and stayed focused. 2016, y'all, I loved Exitus Elite. Another business came out. It was a little bit like the one I had done previously. So all my downline was like, please jump in this. I jumped in and made good money, watched the owner make bad decisions, and bam, we were all hurt. So I was done with that, so I decided to go to Exitus Elite, and here I am smiling from ear to ear. 2018 from here on out, so I'm still smiling. I've already told this many times how we get paid immediately and blah, blah, blah. Exitus Elite has been around since the summer of 2014. Over 7 years and still growing like crazy. Lots of enthusiasm in this business from old veterans and new members. Facebook group is crawling with daily and weekly $1,000 or more sales constantly. We are still adding new training, entire new system for 2021. We were in the Facebook group one day. He's like, y'all go check out your back office. He added 15 more videos of training for free. Just there it was. New videos to keep kept your pace, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to move a little bit quicker here. Live webinars, y'all. I told you that earlier. Every Wednesday at 9 o'clock on the East Coast, Paul Stevenson is doing webinars. Not every Wednesday. Sometimes there's something going on. He also has storefronts, businesses as well. He's been doing businesses and online businesses for 30 years now. But most of the Wednesdays we have webinars. This is exactly what they look like. You have a guest sitting over here talking. Paul Stevenson is interviewing him directly, and in that process, we'll have the chance to ask questions to the person in the interview. This is the owner's lawyer, Scott Warren right here. He has them on the webinar every once in a while so we can ask questions directly to him, letting us know what we can't do, things of that nature. This is what they look like, all the pages. Yo, this one right here, the G2000 hadn't even come in yet. we were talking about it, and Paul's one of those people before he does something, he like to ask us, see what the feedback's like, and then if we're going to do it or not. It's our business, and that's how he treats it. So here it is, and this is one of the first. I happened to catch a screenshot here where I was talking about it, and at the end, this is actually the questions and answers where Paul goes all the way back to the top and reads all the comments to see what questions they have for either the person doing the interview or himself. A lot of times, most of the time, they're about the members, but sometimes we'll have a webinar for the leads so that we can send our leads there and let the owner help bring in sales for you. Y'all, this is what you want. It's as good as it gets. Upgrade and pay just the difference from the package and the admin fee. So if somebody came at G1000 and you pop in the Facebook group and you see somebody made $2,000 commissions in 1 week, and you're like, wow, this is maybe the thing to do. Upgrading, all you do is pay the difference. So you literally wouldn't be punished per se, but at the same time, you do want to try to upgrade as fast as you can. So you do not get punished. You don't have to pay extra. You just pay the difference between the admin fee, which is the only money the company makes that covers everything I just described, and then the difference between paying the sponsor between the G1000 and G2000. Oh, this is Paul Stevenson, best owner I've ever been with, and I can tell you, I bet I've said that 1,000 times. Best owner, business owner I've ever met. That is a fact. Pay structures. I'll let you go through the video and check all this stuff out. I'll try to make this video not so long. Okay, all the overrides, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what you need to know, y'all. I've done really well in businesses. Number one, number two in the world. I've figured out the best way to do that is what I train people to do. That's what my training is about. Picking ways to get out to people, mastering that way, knowing you're not going to quit. Is a big part of that for me. When I got free from the job, branding myself every step of the way. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was branding myself. Getting over my hangups, y'all. Even in this picture right here, as much as I love this image right here, there was decades where I didn't take pictures. I'm entirely blind in my right eye. I had low self-esteem. And for me, when I got an online business and I had a burn in my stomach and I couldn't sleep, man, I was like, you know what? People really need to see that I've got something in me. I believe in this business. I know that's the answer. I love figuring stuff out. I know that's the difference between making it in six-figure income and spending a lot of paid advertising, promoting someone else's sales funnel, branding them. I got that. So I was like, I sat down at my kitchen table, a $4 stand, an old S3 phone, and I mashed record. And I can tell you, I wanted my freedom for me and my son more than I cared what anybody thought about me being entirely blind in my right eye. I didn't know if I was going to get joked and picked on or something like that. I didn't know, but I knew that I needed to say something. And that was my hang-up time. Y'all, listen, I made 130 videos in like a month and a half while I was working 65 hours a week. The reason this came here is my son knew something had changed about me. And here he is only like, 6 or 7 years old. He asked, could he come and sit in my lap? And he's waving at the end of the video. And that's exactly what this is. But even then, if you notice, I'm not looking ahead because I still had hang-ups. Even then, I still had hang-ups. But y'all, I had gone so long without taking images, no pictures of me and my son. I know there's 20 years you couldn't find a picture of me. Point blank period, right? And this picture meant the most to me. This was actually the video, it's a screenshot that I took of it with me and my little boy because I didn't have many pictures of us together. Single full-time dad working a lot of hours, y'all. I was burnt out. Look at me. Look how skinny I was, man. I weigh probably 35 pounds more now than I did there in that image because, that's what restaurant business do. On I-40, everybody heading to the beach and back. I remember if I sat down and eat, I wouldn't get back up. Because I had to stand up and eat because of how hard we run, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I got raw in spots that you don't even want to talk about. It's amazing. People don't understand how much work can go in a busy restaurant. So this is from right here. This is about the same time I got free from the job right here, y'all. Pretty close. May of 2015. Look at this. This is it was a couple of months ago now, but that's my little boy right there, y'all. 14 years old. Half of my son's life, Dad has been home, and that's been priceless. I'm gonna tell you that, y'all. Went to the movie theater day before yesterday. We went and watched 2 movies back to back, Resident Evil and Venom. We watched Ghostbusters a couple of days before. And, I don't even take stuff like that for granted because I know how much I used to work, man. 65 hours a week is 14-hour shifts every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's over 40 hours and 3 days long where my son couldn't even stay in his own house. And going from that to picking my son up and going to the yacht and staying for the weekend or a day, or going to the lake house and staying, me and my girlfriend and my son and maybe her family, or and grandkids and stuff, or me and him just going and goofing off, going to McDonald's and just spending some time eating McRibs, enjoying. We got a little Cadillac SUV right now. Yeah, the big panoramic sunroof and everything. This thing is sweet, man. So I let my little boy hook up to the Bluetooth and that and listen to his crazy music that I would never listen to. But man, I'm telling you, that's what freedom is, man. It's being dad. It's being home. It's being, I remember, now I'm going to take a little time to talk about this. I remember working so much that my family quit telling me about family get-togethers on Saturdays because they're always on the weekends for Christmas and Thanksgiving. My grandma's birthday, she's 92 now, right? Y'all, I can tell you, my grandma mean the world to me. My mom died when I was young, and my grandma became on Mother's Day who I called, and stuff like that. I go see. And working so much that your family don't even tell you about family get-togethers. That hurts, man. And it put a burn in my stomach. And I always had, being a single full-time dad, man, I didn't even date anybody for 10 years. I'm somebody who went my whole life from age I was 11. The longest I'd ever been single was 2 months. 6 year, 6 year, 6 year relationships back to back to back. 5 year relationship after that. My little boy came along, and it was just going to be me and him because I needed to focus at my little boy between that and work, and that was it. So I was a little different than a lot of dads. A lot of dads I don't think would really not go dating somebody, over their child, but I did. I felt like that's just what I need to do. I need to focus on him. But y'all, I can tell you this. I remember going, my little boy having field trips, kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I couldn't be there. And it ate me. It ate at me because I wanted to be there on a Monday and I couldn't. Or even go eat lunch with my son. And I couldn't do any of that. I could not be part of that because of work. And when I got free from the job May 7th, y'all, I'm going to tell you something. First thing I did was go to the schoolhouse and sit down. And from May to the end of the year, I sat right there with my little boy at lunchtime and all his little buddies sitting around him. And I knew arcade games. We got 13 of these in the house, right? I knew video games. I raced motocross as a kid. I was the cool dad, to be honest. Is exactly how the kids felt because I could relate to what these little boys were into. And my little boy, man, he kept laying his head on my shoulder, and he wouldn't eat. He had his arm around my arm, and I'm like, baby, please eat. I know we're gonna go eat somewhere when he got out of school. Anyhow, we do it's pretty much every day. But yeah, I mean, it was something. I think that's when it sunk into him that I was free, and because I was there, and there was no other dads there. Yeah, I could see some moms every so often pop in, or most often I'd see the school teacher who was the mom that would go eat with her son or something like that if they could, or daughter. But that was it, y'all. And just me being there every day was awesome. And that was a dream for me. It's what motivated me to work my tail off, you know. And I will tell you this. I told you when my son realized that I was free. But me, I came home, and after working 26 years in restaurants, I didn't know how to quit working. So I came home and I worked my tail off, and I made good money. But, I had a brand new mower sitting in my shop for years that I didn't even use because it would have took my day off to do that. And it was more important for me and my son to go. We'd go swimming. We'd go somewhere. We did Chuck E. Cheese. We did, Fun Factory. We did something all the time. And I'm not wasting my day cutting grass. But I love cutting grass, man. I actually love landscaping. I really do. That's something I'll be the old man with the with a straw hat with a plastic green visor up here on the front with some cut off dicky work pants, working in the yard with a shovel. That's going to be me. I know it will be one day, y'all. But I fired the guy that cut my grass, and I was able to start cutting my own grass, and it felt good. And I remember working so many hours in the restaurant that I walk outside and I was like, I missed the sun today. I didn't even see the sun. Um, and beautiful days, man. Walking outside and standing beside a brick wall, I can still feel the heat off the brick. And I wasn't part of that. I missed it. Missed it. And so when I got home and I jumped on my mower and I was cutting grass, my son was home that day. And I remember I had a towel around my neck. I had a tank top that I had cut some swim trunks on. I looked like a joke, to be honest. And I was doing it to embarrass my little boy a little bit. And anyhow, I was out there cutting grass and I was singing to myself. And I looked up at the sky and the clouds. It was beautiful. And I remember sitting there thinking, I kept taking deep breaths. And I kept thinking, I'm free. And here's the weird part. It took me a month of being free from a job and home before it sunk in. Because that's what 26 years of working your tail off does. And I can tell you, man, that's where I was at. I just thank God that He put that burn in my stomach, that He opened up the possibilities to online business. And if one thing God gave me is the ability to learn to figure things out. And when I get passionate about something, it really, I can do well in a lot of things like that. But what I'm telling y'all, the answers to y'all was people join people. And you're going to have your story. It's not going to be like mine. Mine ain't going to be like anybody else's. And it's okay. But you need to tell people, why you joined a business. What does it mean to you? What could it mean to you and your family? Show them that you're excited. Show them you're enthusiastic. Become that person that is a beacon for your business and branding yourself every step of the way. And that's where you're going to find freedom. That's the next level. That's the next level. That gurus or whatever you want to call it, leaders that have a sales page that you're using, that you're copying them, or then you're just branding them and they don't even know who you are. That's exactly what's happening. The next level is going to be showing these people that you believe in your business, showing that you're applying action and you're accessible. That's where freedom comes from. And I don't care what leader tells you different. That's reality, y'all. And let me tell you something. How do you know the leaders? Because they branded themselves. That's how you know them. No other way. That's it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I want y'all to know I'm a big fan of Exitus Elite. It's the best business I've ever been part of. Best owner, best money, best vehicle that you could get into and change your life if you're willing to do it. Put the work in, because the company's going to do the rest. That's for sure. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you're ready to jump into this business, leave a comment down below. Tell me that you were ready to do this business. I'll put your first member in for you at the G1000 or the G2000. I'll send you the link to the last person that came in. Going to get them qualified. They're going to be smiling from ear to ear as you come in. Then I'm going to take your link and do the exact same thing. So go ahead and get in touch with me, y'all. I even walk you through setting up, coming into the business if you like, answer any questions. My phone number is right there. My comment, you can check in the description as well. Got all the information to get in touch with me. Subscribe to my channel. Put a like on it. Make a comment, y'all. It does make a difference. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate it.